So, as you can see by the title of this video and of the custom, if you've read the graphic novel The Rise of Ram, you'll know who this is. If you haven't, I kind of say avoid watching this until you do. So for those who have read the novel, this is William Carmine. As close as I could get to William Carmine. Anyway, I love the graphic novels. I've been reading them. We've just finished Rise of Ram and the 3 originals. We are now on Hivebusters, which has already started off great. I love the Carmine family, as you guys may have probably already guessed by now. I absolutely love the Carmine family, and I want to try and own every known Carmine as a figure. Hints to why I made Gary Carmine. It's why I fixed the Cog Soldier to look like Ben Carmine, and now we have William here. He makes a very brief appearance in the Rise of Ram graphic novel, and even though his appearance is brief, he's funny, he's cool, but he unfortunately doesn't last very long, as we know, which sucks. Would have been nice to have seen more of him, but we know the Carmine history. We know they don't get too much light, or too much shine in the light like Clayton did, or somewhat of Lizzie. But yeah, so I looked at the images, which I'll put an image like here, you'll see, of what he looks like in the graphic novel. Now, he is just wearing plain green trousers and black boots. Now, the problem I had was, I wanted people to know he was a gear. I could have put standard wrestling trousers on him to match the wrestling torso and the head, and I could have just painted those green with black boots, and then he just would have looked like a wrestler. So I thought, at the beginning of the graphic novel, you can see that he's actually put his armour away, and then he gives his gun over the counter. I was thinking, well, how can I make him look like William but also look like a gear? I thought, great idea. I'll keep his armoured boots on, his belt, and holding the gun. He's kind of mid in change, if that makes sense. He's kind of mid changing. And yes, I could have easily had removed this belt and he would just have the green trousers attached to the grey. But the wrestling waists are much smaller than the gear's legs. He would have looked very disproportionate. At least here, the belt kind of covers that waist gap and it looks natural. The head was obviously from an Undertaker wrestling figure, and the torso, I don't know what wrestling figure that one was from, it was just one I had spare. But I obviously had to sculpt this long beard and cool points that he has. I love beard with points. I love pointy beard. As you guys know from the figure I made of myself, and the thing, I used to have like these ginger points on my site. I love them. Don't know why, they're cool. Well, they're not cool, but I like them. Yeah, so I thought, okay, well, I'll get him in like mid-change, and then that way he'll look like a gear, as well as obviously, you know, being William Carmine. That's the whole point. And in the graphic novel, if you look very closely at William's Lancer, it doesn't have a bayonet and it doesn't have a chainsaw. It's just a, I know I could have just rotated the table, which would have been easier. But he has this standard Lancer. And that was very tricky because obviously there's this big bit that's attached here, which obviously the bayonet's attached to. And it was difficult removing that and making it look like a natural gun. And I think I've done a good job as far as what I can do with making it look slightly more official. I didn't have an actual cog tag, so I had to paint one here with silver paint. Yet again, I will be making cog tags for certain figures at some point, and I think that for now, because I can't make them yet, this looks perfectly fine. So in the long run of things, I think this is a good custom. It's not great, it's not perfect, none of them are, but it's good. And I think he does look like William. Normally, I doubt myself and think my customs don't look like who I'm trying to make, but in this, like for example, the next custom I have, he will look slightly different to who he's supposed to be. Even though it is that character, he does have one slight difference. Whereas he actually does look like William, and I'm happy with that. I got a very good feeling from him. I think the Undertaker head works very, very well. He's got the big forehead, he's got the long hair, the plain arms, no tattoos, which was great for me. Trust me, I hate painting tattoos. Hate it with a passion. So to have bare-skinned arms is brilliant. I had fun making him, and I'm happy to have another Carmine to collection. I've only got one more like known Carmine to make, which is Lizzie. And I hope at some point, if I can ever come across a spare Anya figure, I will make Lizzie. Trust me, I will make Lizzie. But anywho, yeah, this is this is William, and I hope you guys enjoyed him. Nothing else really to say about him. But yeah, so I talked about that, but let's just go. So I've forgotten the order how to do this. It's been a while since I've uploaded a video, guys. Right, so head and torso is from Undertaker and a wrestling figure, don't know which one. Legs and belt are actually from a Gears of War 3 Journey's End Marcus. Yeah, so that's it, that's all. Hope you enjoyed this video, and thank you for watching.